Hi guys, it's Peter, welcome to my channel. Today is gonna be quite interesting video. I will go through all my wheels for this season, 2026, which I'm really excited. Actually, for me, seasons never ends. I usually ride my wheels during the winter time. Of course, not as much as I'd like to, due to the weather, because Alaska is super cold, but time to time I do ride it. For 2026, I got a new addition. I mean, for my one-wheel garage, but I'd like to show you all. I do. If you saw my previous videos, you know I ride in one wheel for quite some time. I start riding. I believe I got my first XR in 2020. Then later I got GT. As soon as they released it, everything was going fine until my GT broke down, and that's when I got a hard time from Fisher Motion. Pretty much, I turned to VESC, because the VESC it's better platform, it's more flexible, more reliable if you do right. And since that I built quite few VESC. I love it, but let me give you a little spoiler. I do have a Fisher Motion wheel here as well. That's a secret weapon. That's gonna give you a reason why I have that wheel in the first place. I mean, why I'm keeping in my fleet. But anyway, let me move it a couple wheels from the table. Alright, let me get a little bit more room because there's not much, and I can go through one by one, providing some details. This wheel is really amazing. It's my I believe the third VESC I ever built, and I built this one in 2024, and this wheel did set a world record. I always mention that part as well, non-official world record, because I never claim it. It's first wheel at that time with 1080 watt battery capacity. It's the biggest battery capacity ever been at that time ever been put by anyone. Fisher Motion wheels, it's not that great. For example, GT, it's 544, it's the highest wattage you can get. This one is twice more. XL, it's a 486, and XR Classic, it's a 388. XR 320, Pine XS 320 as well, and Pine, regular Pine, it's 151, which you can imagine 1080 watt this board has. It's mind-blowing how much range you can get. With my weight, it's kind of hard to say, because I never drained battery to empty to see how much I can get. But with my weight at that time, it's almost 290, and actually I'm still kind of heavy. I'm trying losing some weight, but I'm still heavy. And the best numbers I got like 35 mile on a charge. For lighter guy, this board can do 70 or so. Pretty much it's a 20S 3-piece with Samsung 50S cells, and like already mentioned, it's a 1080 watt battery, super flex high torque motor. This motor is really amazing. It's unbelievable how much it has torque, and on a 20S it's pretty powerful. Top speed, well, I never really push it to like max top speed, but my current record, it's a 27 mile. It's a 10 mile faster than my GT, which I'm really happy. This board, it's so amazing. Of course, with that motor, with battery, it's quite heavy. Well, this board actually can come in a two configuration. Actually, it can come in a multiple configuration, but the way it sets right now, with battery, 20S 3-piece, but there's still two options with motor. Can be with Hypercore, it's 36 pounds, almost as heavy as the GT or XL, or with Superflex, like right now it's 41 pounds. Yes, it's heavy, it's kind of heavy. Some people I saw before, they tried build it what I got here with XR, with GT, platform, and they got a little over 50 pounds. 41 pounds is not bad, I really love it. Long distance, really powerful board, it's unbelievable. Yeah, really amazing. BTG tire, WTF extended rails, bang bumper in the back, That's a regular bumper, but also rear bumper as well, because it has 2 torque boxes. It's a split pack. Really amazing board. Let me clear it a little bit more room. Here's my another XR. And this XR is kind of funny when I built it. Pretty much at that time, Fusion Motion did release it XR Classic. And on the first hand, I was really excited about that board. I almost thought I was gonna get. But then when I discovered it, it doesn't have nothing to do with XR. It's not based on XR. Parts almost zero interchangeable with XR. Pretty much it's a GT Lite. Yeah. But also that XR Classic has 18S 2-piece configuration. But instead 21700 cells, it's 18650 cells, much smaller and less capacity battery. It's 388 watt. I built this beast, and that's what I call XR Classic. That's, in my opinion, XR Classic should be based on XR and should have probably specs what it has here. Well, and this board has battery configuration wise 18S 2-piece, 544 watt battery capacity. Motor is from Pint. It's pretty much the same as XR, but slightly neural. It's a 5.5 inch instead 6 inch with pretty fast, pretty powerful for what it is. My current record on this guy, I pushed a little over 24, which is still mind-blowing speed with a fat guy like myself. It's quite amazing. The Fusion Motion XR Classic, it's around 30 pounds. This beast with bigger battery capacity, more powerful setup due to its VESC, it's also around 30 pounds. Quite amazing. And here, actually, let me take it down. This guy. And now we get to a Pint family. That's really interesting, guys. Let's talk about this beast. This is original. It's based on original Pint, not X or S, and you can tell by low-profile battery box. A lot of people modifying Pint X and Pint S and claim it is original Pint. No, as soon as you swap it of a battery box, that's no longer Pint, OG Pint. Yeah, this is OG Pint, low profile battery box, but under skin, it's a beast. It's instead 15S 1-piece 18650s. This board has 18S 1P RS50s cells, 21700. Wattage wise, it's a 324 watt compared to original board, which I also have here another one, Pint, original Pint. It's 151 watt. This one is 324. Twice, actually a little more than twice wattage higher than original. Plus it's a VESC, it's really a beast. My current top speed, it's 20. Actually a little over 20, it's like 20.3, 20.4 or whatever it is. I'm really happy with 20, especially I'm a big fat guy. And going 20 on a Pint platform, it's probably, I mean, you have to be a lunatic. That's probably what I am. Yeah, but I love it. Also here, my first board, and this is OG Pint in a stock configuration. Of course, it's the lightest one. This one, it's 23 pounds. This beast is 25. It's more powerful than Pint X, Pint S, and also it's a 2-pound lighter. This board is amazing. But now you probably gonna ask me why I have original Pint, especially in original configuration. It's running a Fusion Motion controller, Fusion Motion battery, Fusion Motion, I mean everything Fusion Motion. Well, to be honest, this board has a very little attention, and this board we use it as a punishment. Or for a new rider who want to feel what was original Fusion Motion Pint is, if they want to experience it, how that board under power, how it's dangerous to ride, right there. It's a good opportunity, because compared to this beast, of course, it's a joke. You know, I really love this one with WTF rail, lower center of gravity, super stable, super stable. And plus on this board, my current record, it's already faster than on my GT. This board, like I said, I love it. But this board also, I mean, I'm not really hate it. Well, I kind of do, because it's way underpowered and it's useless. On full charge, I can get around 3 miles with my weight. I know, I mean, there are some people do 6 to 8 mile, no problem, what's factory stated, but they have to be like 120 pounds or so. Not some heavy dude, almost 290, with all belt and whistles, I mean, with all my gears. But yeah, pretty much, guys, that's all I got for this video. I hope it was interesting, enjoyable. If you guys did enjoy it, thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any future videos, subscribe. We will be really appreciate it. Thank you.